G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome to the very first episode of the ZiggyD Weekly. I created this show because I want to start getting a bit more of a rhythm to my channel, a bit more of a schedule that you guys can rely on. I've been a little bit unreliable in the past. I've done pretty much a guide or two every day or every second day, so you guys have always probably been able to rely on that, but you never really know what sort of content you're getting or what's going on. And when I feel like I need to give you guys some news, I've just usually done it through the form of some sort of random vlog. However, I want to do that now, condense it all into one video on Mondays that I release to you guys, so some of you guys will get it on Sunday depending where you live. And it'll just cover news, upcoming content, so what's happened in the last week, what's coming in this week, and I'll also take some time at the end of each video to answer some fan mail, probably like 2 or 3 depending on how long they are each time. So, let's get started. This past week, my new PC arrived. I did an unboxing video and a full explanation of all of the different parts and why I chose them, all of my peripherals and stuff like that. Now I'll also be doing a write-up for that to go on my website, ZiggyD.tv, for you guys to check out. But go check out those videos if you're interested in seeing my new rig if you missed it. I know quite a few of you did miss it because YouTube's been having some subscription box issues. You might even miss this video, so you might not be watching this, but that tends to happen. YouTube tends to bug out sometimes and not send videos to people's feeds for some reason. But go check those out if you're interested. So far, the PC is beastly. For the first time in my life, I had to enable VSync because my frame rate was too high. I didn't even know that's what VSync was for before. So I learned something new, and you know, there's a bit of settling in. I'm having to like get used to a bunch of different software. Like to record this, for example, I'm using OBS, Open Broadcast software, which I've never used before, which so far seems pretty cool, pretty easy. Seems to work pretty well. These videos have been turning out alright, and you know, I've been using Fraps. I've used Fraps before, but I'm also having to learn to edit again with Sony Vegas, whereas I was using some crappy Mac software before that was easy to use. But Sony Vegas is harder to use, but hopefully I'll be able to do a lot more with this PC in general, and also all of this new software that I'm using to make much better content in the future. But for now, things are just going to be a little bit shaky until I get everything sorted out. But I think it's going okay so far. So, following on for that, because a lot of you guys know that this new PC was one of the steps I had to take for me to be able to start streaming. So following that, yesterday or the day before, I was on the phone for like half an hour to an hour with my ISP, just asking about everything, like every single opportunity there was to upgrade my internet. Currently my upload speed is between 0.8 and 0.9 megabytes per second, which is very low, well below what most people use to stream, that's for sure. I think 1.5 to 2.5 is what most people stream at, and you know, most high quality streams go even higher than that. So it turns out there's just not the infrastructure at my current house to do any sort of major streaming at any decent quality. So I'm still going to test it out because OBS is supposed to be pretty efficient, but yeah, I don't know. It might be a case where I can stream at like 360p and it looks crappy, and I don't plan on starting streaming seriously until I know that I can deliver to you guys a high quality stream. So that means the Final Fantasy launch, which I was planning on streaming pending it being set up and working, I probably won't be streaming that now. I might be able to jump on and stream some Path of Exile just depending on how these tests go, which I'll do over the next few days, and I'll tweet out for you guys when I'm doing that, so you can come and give me some feedback on how the stream looks and things like that so I can test it. But probably won't be streaming Final Fantasy launch, probably won't be doing any consistent daily streaming for a little while to come yet. So the plan that now, because I know that we can't upgrade the internet here, we don't have access to fiber, I can't get any like dual lines or anything like that, is to move to another house in about 6 months time. So it's currently July, sometime either in December or January, maybe after Christmas, we're going to be moving to either a city or just somewhere else that has national broadband network in Australia, which most Australians will be familiar with. Is a big rollout of fiber optics network, which is going to give us ridiculous speeds and tons of uploads, and I'll be able to stream competitively, you know, with people from the US and people from other countries with really good internet. So looking forward to that, but unfortunately might not be able to stream very well for a while, but we'll see what we can do. Nonetheless, with this new PC, I can make kick-ass new content, and I plan on doing so very frequently, and hopefully to a better quality as time goes by. So look forward to that at least. There's some small consolation, but overall I'm really enjoying the new PC anyway, because man, everything runs so smoothly. It blows my mind. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was the Infernal Blow Marauder PoE build. So this guy is almost finished. As some of you know, I've been saving up for a Marauder Urki, and that's pretty much the last item I need. I need to get one of those, and I need to get it linked so I can get it on and make the final build guide for that. So that's like maybe within a few days I might be able to get that out to you guys. So look forward to that. I'm going to try and make that pretty high production quality. So try and test Sony Vegas, see what I can do with it, see how far I can push myself to make that a really good quality video for you guys. But that build's been pretty fun. It slows down at endgame until you can get that Marauder Urki, and because they're reasonably expensive for most people, they're about 3 to 4.5 exalts depending on when you buy them and from who you buy them. I might be able to get one for a little bit cheaper, but we'll see. So that creates a little bit of a slowdown, but still an incredibly fun build to level, and one that I'm going to be finishing off pretty soon for you guys. And then after that, or maybe even before that, and I'll do them both simultaneously, I plan on re-rolling in Onslaught pretty soon. Now, I have had an invite from a few people to do like a group re-roll, so where we all do it in a group, so I may record that as well, depending on if that's fun. Like, if I record that and it turns out this might be fun to watch, then maybe I'll upload it, but if it's kind of just boring, I won't upload it, because not too big on the whole Let's Play content, but maybe if I feel like there's something you guys can get from it, I'll go ahead and upload that. But my plan is to re-roll as a ranger. There's a new ranger changes. I'm pretty excited to try a ranger. However, I'm currently undecided on whether I want to play an EK ranger, which I think could be pretty interesting, but yeah, I don't know if I feel like that'll be fun enough endgame, but maybe that's one I'm considering. And the other one I'm considering is playing like a pure evasion, dodge-based bow ranger, like what I have done in the past, where I get like a totem that blinds enemies and use evasion curses and try and make a bunch of interesting mechanics work together to make a really interesting bow ranger. The side benefit for that is if I do that, I can also make another guide for you guys that I've been wanting to do for a build for people with low frame rate computers, or low end computers who struggle to play Path of Exile. Something I've had requested and something I'd like to make. Basically a build that uses all of the lowest frame rate damaging skills in the game, and none of the ones that would tend to slow your computer down, so you can like solo farm efficiently without your computer crashing. Maybe that's something I can do if I do a bow ranger, but we'll see. And then the final thing is mail. So I want to do this at the end of each one of these videos each week. As I said, I'll answer like 2 or 3 questions. Please submit any questions you have relating to any of the games I play. Super specific stuff I might not be able to answer in this show because I might need to show that in another video or something like that. But like general questions are fine. Any questions about what's happening with me, or any other questions about streaming, YouTube especially, I really like to answer those questions. I know a lot of you guys are trying to YouTube or stream yourselves, so pretty cool to hear those sorts of questions. Just any sort of general questions, I'll answer them, and I'll let you know if they're one that aren't really appropriate for the show in your mail. We're just testing the waters. This is a new format. Consider this the alpha run of the ZiggyD Weekly. Anyway, first question comes from Broskadamus, who asks, can we submit video responses to your videos? And he linked a video that he submitted in response to my Why Are People Excited for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn featuring Mr. Happy video that I did a while back. Yes, I love video responses. They're awesome. And if they're not incredibly long, I will go ahead and watch them. The only time I won't accept video responses is if it's incredibly irrelevant to the video you're posting it to. If you submit it to like 5 different videos, because little known fact about YouTube, you can only video response 1 video per video, so don't submit it to like 5 different things. Just submit it to 1 video that you think is appropriate. Or if it's, just like spam or something like that, but I don't think any of you guys would do that anyway. Yeah, totally. Go ahead. I approved his video response. Go ahead and check it out. It's linked from my Why Are People Excited for Final Fantasy video, or you can check out his channel, youtube.com/user/Broskadamus. It was pretty good. It was pretty interesting. Got me thinking a little bit about the game. Thinking. Next one is, many people ask, can you update your Beginner's Blood Magic Ranger guide for the new patch, and is it still viable? Yes and yes. Firstly, it's still viable. I would say it's even stronger now with the Ranger changes, and yes, I went ahead and updated the passive skill tree both on the forums. I have a thread on the forums for that build, and I also updated it in the description for that video. Now, I may go ahead and make a video explaining those changes because there's a few subtleties, but mostly it's pretty much the same idea. You just follow along. The skill tree looks a little different, build still works the same. So that's updated in the description. If you've been following that build and enjoying it, I know a lot of you guys have been, like a lot of beginner players have been finding that really good to get into the game with, then go ahead and check that out. It's been updated, it still works, and still kick-ass build, and you know, one that I would pretty much be happy to reroll at any point, just because it's a lot of fun to play blood magic ranges like that. And then the final question for today is, many people ask, can I add you on Path of Exile? Yes, guys, I do accept friend requests. However, Path of Exile has a limited friends list, and mine is currently this close from being full. I remove people that I haven't seen online in like months. I've got some people on there still, some from closed beta, so I go ahead and remove those as I go. But if you send me a friend request and it doesn't go through, or I don't accept it, then my friends list is probably full at the time, and I apologize. But feel free to send me a message at any point, and I'll chat to you. But feel free to send me a friend request. ZiggyD_anarchist is the character I'm currently playing. And I love to run maps with you guys if you're around the same level and playing in Anarchy. And I'll be re-rolling in Onslaught soon, although I'll probably be playing with a party. When I get to endgame, I might be looking for people to farm maps within that as well. So feel free to do that. I love to chat to you guys in game. Most of you have been super friendly and super awesome, and it's been great fun running maps with a bunch of you. Anyway, that's it for the ZiggyD Weekly for this week. Probably a little bit longer than I wanted it to go for. I'm going to try and keep this short in the future, but it's the alpha version. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave me any feedback for this format and whether you like it or what you think or anything like that in the comments below, and make sure to send me any questions to Q&A@ZiggyD.tv. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.